Una on CNN.com, Trump and Harris face off in contentious debate. A barrage of stories on the CNN website, reactions and analysis on who got the upper hand in the ABC News debate between U.S. presidential candidates Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. So syempre napakarami nung dinaanan nila. And yung interesting kasi dito is parang may meme nga na lumabas eh. He's lying, she's lying.
May meme talaga?
Meron lumabas. It was all over X kanina. At ang daming, ang dami ding lumalabas na nagpa-fact check.
Nako, buti na lang yung mga ABC anchors kanina. Habang live, pina-fact check nila, especially when Donald Trump claimed na may mga Haitian immigrants, may mga immigrants daw, na sinisisi for the kinakain daw yung mga pet dogs and pet cats.
Oo nga, may mga
isang
ganyan.
conspiracy theory yan. At isang racist stereotype na usually ina-apply sa mga Asians, pero ngayon sa Haitians na. Sa Springfield, Ohio to be more exact. At yan po at marami pang conspiracy theories na pinakawala nitong si Trump. Pero kung sino ang nangibabaw daw in terms of getting the other one's goat, si Kamala siguro kasi statement, tapos susundot siya kay Trump. Pero nag-react lang talaga si Trump nung pinag-usapan yung pinaka-obsession ni Trump sa lahat, crowd size. Nung crowd size na, nung sinabi ni Kamala Harris, his crowds are getting smaller and smaller, people are leaving.
Ito yung sinabi niya na I'm gonna do something parang unusual, no? Na she invited people to attend one of Trump's rallies.
Yes.
Oo.
Doon talaga sumabog si Trump. Pag Trump, crowd size, it's personal. All gloves are off. Parang ganon. Gloves off na siya. Tapos, This was my best debate, according to Trump, who thinks he has the best mind. He has the best words of all. The best words anyone can hear. This was my best debate. Best debate kasi, bakit kaya?
Ang sabi niya dito, when asked about his answer to whether he would veto a national abortion ban, Trump said, all you have to do is check it. It was a perfect answer on abortion. And I've done a great job in that, and I've brought our country together.
Ayos Oo, sa pananaw ni Trump. Pero, sinasabi na, tapos na raw ang boxing dahil
Ito na nga. May kaugnayan.
endorsed by the most powerful cat lady in American history, si Taylor Swift.
At dyan na nga papunta, Lord, yung susunod nating kwento, no? This has got to hurt Trump's campaign because pop superstar Taylor Swift endorses Kamala's for Swift for president and Tim Walz for VP. So nag-post siya kanina. Ito, yung kanyang post with her cat. Actually, tinignan natin yan at update lang, Lord, so far. That was posted. Balikan lang natin mabilis yung post ni Taylor Swift. She posted that 3 hours ago. Nasa halos 5 milyon na ang likes. At ito yung nakasulat sa kanyang post. Like many of you, I watched the debate tonight. If you haven't already, now is a great time to do your research on the issues at hand and the stances these candidates take on the topics that matter to you the most. As a voter, I make sure to watch and read everything I can about the proposed policies and plans for this country. Recently, I was made aware that AI of me, quote-unquote, falsely endorsing Donald Trump's presidential run was posted to his site.
Uy, tagal na yan
It really conjured up my fears around AI and the dangers of spreading misinformation. It brought me to the conclusion that I need to be very transparent about my actual plans for the election as a voter. The simplest way to combat misinformation is with the truth. I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion them. I think she is a steady-handed, gifted leader, and I believe we can accomplish so much more in this country if we are led by calm and not chaos. I was so heartened and impressed by her selection of running mate Tim Walz, who has been standing up for LGBTQ+ rights IVF, and a woman's right to her own body for decades. I've done my research and I've made my choice. Your research is all yours to do, and the choice is yours to make. I also want to say, especially to first-time voters, remember that in order to vote, you have to be registered. I also find it's much easier to vote early. I'll link where to register and find early voting dates and info in my story. With love and hope, Taylor Swift, Childless Cat Lady.
Iyon. Okay, yung Childless Cat Lady is obviously a dig at a statement made by Trump's running mate J.D. Vance months ago that the Democratic Party daw, or the Liberal, is led by childless cat ladies. In obvious reference to Kamala Harris din, ano? Kasi obsessed with procreation and reproduction itong si J.D. Vance. Na dapat daw gawin ng mga Amerikano ay mag-breed, magparami ng lahi. Weird. Again, weird is one of those magic words that you have to mention to Donald Trump para sumabog siya. That he's not weird. He's a solid rock daw, and so is J.D. Vance.
What's going to be interesting to watch and see, of course, is how that could possibly affect the voting, no? Because sabi nga nila, tapos na ba ang laban pagka-endorse ni Tay?
Oo, pero malaking bagay pa rin yung registration.
Oo.
Kasi kung tutuusin mo, ang dami raw unregistered na mga Amerikano para sa Pilipinas din, kumbaga. Pero ang tendency raw kasi pag magpaparegister, ang unregistered who will register tend to vote Democrat.
And sabi nila, when it comes to the elections, it's not just about convincing people about what you're willing to do for them or what your plans are, but it's also about getting them to come out and actually vote for you.
Yun.
And vote for the future of your country.
Okay, balik tayo sa debate. Okay lang, ano pang mga observations mo, Tita Denise? So far, doon sa mga naabutan mo, ano yung impressions ba?
Ang nakikita ko lang, because I was actually looking up things online also. Siyempre, tinitignan natin yung mga banat nila sa isa't isa. Pero yung madalas lumalabas, Lord, yung mga netizens cannot help but point out yung body language daw. Na kitang-kita daw sa side ni Kamala, she was trying to, look at him from time to time, humingiti, may smirks, iba-iba yung facial expression. Pero si Trump daw, ika ng mga tao online, hindi daw nakatingin dito kay Kamala with what they described as, quote-unquote, Trump looking rattled.
Medyo si Kamala kasi was always on the offensive all the time. Pero sinasabi ng maraming experts na mukhang pagdating sa areas ng economics, yun ang pinakamahina ni Kamala at maraming mga non-sequitur sa kanyang brief statements at laging referring to my family, my family, iga nga. Pero pagdating pa rin sa mga closing arguments, closing statements, ang kay Trump daw is something that he could have said 9 years ago about yung American carnage, etc., etc. At siya lang daw ang tanging makapag, only I have these answers, mga ganon. Mukha bang nag-prepare si Trump? Baka hindi, kasi the usual pa rin, the usual refrains. At pero pagdating sa usapin ng abortion at pagdating sa usapin ng immigration, Roe v. Wade, ito yung medyo dito nagtaasan talaga yung mga emosyon, ano? At doon mo they spent a significant part of the debate doon. At after that, kailangan ko nang bumaba at magtrabaho, kaya hindi ko nasundan talaga, no? Ikaw, ano pa observations?
Just to touch on what you said, no, yung closing statement niya, kasi isa doon sa mga sinabi naman ni Trump is, yung closing statement kasi ni Kamala, parang in-address niya ulit na she has plans, she's looking at the future, as opposed to somebody who's looking at the past. Diba? Yung isa sa mga sinabi ni Trump naman sa kanyang closing statement is this is of course, just trying to simplify things, no? At tatagalugin natin na kung marami kang plano o kung meron na yan, nakalatag na yan, bakit hindi mo pa nagagawa? You had 4 years.
You had 4 years.
Oo.
pwede ring ibalik sa kanya yun. You had 4 years.
Which is exactly.
You had 4 years at ikaw pa yung actually nasa kapangyarihan. Pero context lang, ano, at his age, si Donald Trump na yata yung presidential candidate na nagkaroon ng pinakamaraming pagkakataon na to engage in debates, sa totoo lang. No? 7 debates mula noon pa, mula sa mga primaries pa hanggang ngayon. At sabihin lang natin na ibang klase talaga tong election. Napaka-surreal talaga nitong okay. Nung mga nangyayari, pero parang ordinaryo na lang. Parang nakakalimutan natin na it's less than a month or 2 months ago na din may assassination attempt kay Donald Trump, ano?